toothbrushes and phone chargers are the most common items left behind. Apart from by accident or wanting to see you again, narcissists have several other reasons why they may leave stuff at your place, which are covered in this video. The two most common reasons people leave items behind are the person forgot them or the person wants to see you again. This does not make them a narcissist. However, normal people will often leave something of low value behind, such as a phone charger, cheap sunglasses, a toothbrush, or a cheap hairbrush. They want to create the opportunity for additional contact, but know they may lose the item if the person does not want to see them again. Narcissists do not like to leave things up to chance or your decision. Thus, they often use your feelings of guilt and obligation against you. By leaving an expensive item or one they claim to be valuable behind, they almost force you to see them again. Thus, from the first date, they may already start to manipulate and control you. You may think you have a choice and that you choose to see them again, but you only had the illusion of choice, as your beliefs of being a good person and values will push you to return the item to them and see them again. In many cases, there was no reason for them to bring the item into your home in the first place, or the reason they gave did not really make sense. It may also seem odd that they would forget such an important item. Other warning flags are when they do not call you about it for days, or do not want you to drop it off at a friend's house or their work's reception, but only want it back in person on the next date. They want to push things along. Leaving stuff at another person's place is a natural step in the progression of a relationship. The physical space we give another person in our home is linked to the emotional space we give that person. The less physical space a person gives you, the less emotional energy they are prepared to give you. And the more physical space they demand of you, the more emotional energy they will demand of you. In a normal relationship, stuff is left behind for convenience, and the items left behind are normally on par with where the relationship is. Narcissists hijack this to fast-track the relationship. They leave items behind sooner and without permission, as well as more personal items than you are comfortable with. You now need to either call them out on it, which often results in a scene where the narcissist gets all upset or accuses you of being a player, or you allow them to leave items behind, which bumps the progress of a relationship forward. Most people try to avoid conflict and often give in to the narcissist. Then by the fifth date, they wake up with a narcissist practically living with them and wonder how it happened so fast. They mark you as their property. Even if you are just casually dating, narcissists see you as their property. They can date other people, but not you. Thus, a narcissist may leave personal items behind, so that if someone else comes to your place, the person will think that you are already in a relationship and not pursue you. These items will often be items that you did not permit to, or that are not left behind for the sake of convenience. It may be a toothbrush, shaver, or deodorant, when they do not even sleep over or use it. Or it could be a small framed picture of them they leave on your nightstand. Or their gym bag when they seldom go to the gym or not after visiting you. Having their items in your place will also make you think twice about bringing someone else over, for you will need to remember to hide their stuff or look like a loose person. And then you will need to remember to put the narcissist stuff back in the same way. Else the narcissist will know you had someone over and cause a massive scene and fight with you even if you are not exclusively dating. For control. One way to establish control over you is to rearrange your life. The narcissist brings some of their items over without your permission, but then move or worse throw away your stuff to make space for their stuff without your permission. It is a message that from now on they decide what goes on in your life. In the beginning, it may be something small they move or throw away to test the water, but when you next come home, they rearranged your furniture or even threw yours out and moved theirs in. If they do this, get them out of your life immediately. Their need for control will just get worse. Today they bring their coffee maker in and throw your toaster out. Tomorrow they rearrange your house, and the day after that they tell you to stop working or studying. They can also gain control over you by leaving illegal stuff at your place. When they become abusive, you may be afraid of calling the police, for the police may find the illegal stuff and arrest you as well. The narcissist may even threaten you by saying that they will tell the police it is yours, or call the police on you if you think of leaving them. The narcissist may also leave something behind and claim it is extremely important. such as legal documents. They get you to go out of your way to keep it safe, and in so doing, control you. When you finally break it off with them, they may claim the stuff was never important after all. This gives them immense joy when you realize they had you wasting time and energy keeping their stuff safe for nothing. Another way they gain control over you is to send you on errands. They may leave something behind and then claim it is super important and they need it and request you to bring it for them, even though it's out of your way or you need to take time off from work. An ex-neighbor did this to his girlfriend. To support them both, she works so much overtime at a restaurant that she only gets 1 half day off a month, while he works when he wants, which is rarely. Yet consistently on a half day off, he happens to forget something that she then needs to go pick up for him and take to his work. To get narcissistic supply. Narcissists feel good when they think other people think of them, good or bad. A major fear for narcissists is not being valid or relevant anymore. Thus, they may leave items behind, either theirs or a gift, in the hopes that you will use them every day or see them every day and think of a narcissist. They may also hope that people you invite over see the item and then everyone talks about the narcissist. Even if you break up with them, they may leave the item behind, especially if it's in a way, as a means for them to get enjoyment when they think about how much the item must be bothering you. Future Hoover. This often happens when the relationship is ending or has ended. They leave items behind so that they have a reason to contact you again. They may refuse for you to drop it off or give it to a friend or family member of theirs, as their aim is to see you in person if they can. This is so that they can gaslight you and get you to take them back again or to drop any charges you have filed against them. Sometimes it is to be able to threaten you in person or assault or kill you to stop you from testifying against them. If you have a case against them or need to testify against them, do not meet them in person to drop their stuff off. Get someone else or even the police to drop it off for them. Invalidate protection orders. If you got a protection order against a narcissist, one of the first things they're going to try to do is to get you to drop the order. If they cannot do that, they may try to get you to invalidate the order. This is done by getting you to agree to meet them, preferably by getting you to allow them to come to your place. Even if you think, okay, it's just meeting them at a public place, such as a bar or restaurant, you still agreed to see them and thus you invalidated the protection order. There are cases where the abuser got the victim to meet up in a public place, such as a restaurant, and then used the video footage from the restaurant to show that the victim willingly walked in with them and maybe even had coffee. So clearly the victim does not think the abuser is dangerous. This evidence was then used in court to have a protection order nullified and even to have abuse cases thrown out. In other cases, the abuser later after the public meeting went to the victim's house and assaulted the victim there. In court, the abuser then successfully got off from violating a protection order because the abuser was able to show text from a victim that the victim agreed to meet the abuser. Never agree to meet a person you have a protection order against. It can cause you to lose a protection order and may make it very difficult to get one again. And the abuser may succeed in getting one against you. Now you are the villain. And then they can set you up in public and start a fight with you after following you. And when the police show up, they can show their protection order and have you arrested. Check up on you. Another way to control you is for the narcissist to just turn up out of the blue uninvited at your place. They may use the item they left behind as an excuse for why they dropped in. They just suddenly needed their sunglasses at 11 p.m. This is a deliberate ploy to check if you're seeing someone else or at home and to control you. This is a big warning flag of insecurity on their part and need for control and bad things to come. If they keep showing up unannounced, especially if they get upset when you say they must arrange before coming over, then it may be best to end the relationship. Get you into trouble. Narcissists can be sadistic, especially when a relationship ends. They may hide illegal items in a seemingly innocent bag or box they leave behind and then call the police on you. Or they show up with the police and claim you do not want to give their stuff back. They may even file a criminal charge against you and claim you entered their place and stole their stuff, which they actually left at your place. This is often when you still have a key to their place. They may also claim you damaged their stuff and file complaints against you. They can then use these false police reports to further smear your name and make you out to be a vindictive, crazy person. This is one reason why you should never destroy their stuff and send them proof of you doing it. To steal from you. A lot of the time narcissists will leave stuff behind and then claim to search for it. It gives them an excuse to go through your things and often steal items of yours. You may not even know they stole your grandmother's wedding ring until months after they broke up with you. And while they are searching through your stuff, they are also invading your privacy by going through your things. Ignoring your privacy and boundaries with the excuse of looking for their stuff is just a tactic to make you used to them violating your privacy and personal space. What to do? If a person starts leaving things behind without your permission, you may want to take a step back and look for other red flags before proceeding with a relationship. Do call them out on their behavior and see their reaction. If they get angry for being called out, especially if they blame you for their actions, maybe you should end the relationship now. If they without your permission move your stuff around, such as rearrange your bedroom or living room, or throw any of your stuff out, then throw them out of your life. They will just get more demanding and more controlling as time goes on. If they want to leave illegal stuff behind, give them the boot. If they do leave stuff behind, especially when the relationship has ended, return them as soon as possible. Do not tell the narcissist to come and pick it up. They'll just mess you around. Send them a text that you are putting it in bags and leaving it out on the street on a specific day at a specific time. If they do not come to pick it up, it is their problem. Or give it to a mutual friend or drop it off at, say, a mall parking lot or even a police station parking lot. That way you control the time and date and the situation. Do check, however, that there are no illegal items they sneaked into their stuff. If there is, get rid of it, for they may call the police on you while you drive to drop it off for them. Keep a record of all the correspondences so you can prove you are not refusing to give their stuff back. If they show up to get their stuff, you do not need to let them into your place. You can bring the stuff out for them. Do not damage or destroy their stuff. They may want revenge. No need to add fuel to the fire and give them another reason to get angry at you. Plus, they can now use that to smear your name even more. If they refuse to even communicate with you or arrange to get their stuff, and you do not want to leave it in the street, then put it in long-term storage and send them the information. If they do not go and get it or pay for the storage, then it's their problem. Do be prepared for them to try to get the last dig in. They may say, "For a neat and organized person, you have not packed my stuff very well." Or for a so-called clean person, "You have really dirtied my stuff." Or for them to claim you damaged their stuff, or that you have stuff of theirs that they never left at your place, for they want you to run around looking for things that are not there. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative or helpful in any way, like and share it so that more people can benefit from it. If not subscribed, please subscribe now. Please leave a comment, as it helps to expand the information covered in the video, which may be of benefit to others. See my books on narcissism by following the links in the description. For donations, please use the donation button on the banner or follow the link in the description. Thank you.